This video will show you how an item may be classed as completed in production, indicated that it is ready to be added to a storage area, and then subsequently taken from the storage area, out for delivery. So, firstly we will locate an item on a contract that is ready to be classed as completed and to be moved into a storage area. We highlight the required item and click the Selected Items Completed button. You will then see the status change to completed, the current date added to the completed column and both now colored green. Clicking the Selected Items Ready for Dispatch button, we can opt to print an A4 loading label for the item. If an item has been wrongly indicated as completed, it may be returned to its original status by selecting it and clicking the Cancel Completed or Ready for Dispatch button. If an item is ready to be dispatched, but hasn't yet been indicated as completed, and you click the Selected Items Ready for Dispatch button, the system will automatically enter the completion date. When printing the A4 loading or packing label, the system will automatically print the number of labels required for the number of parts that have been indicated that the item is made up of. So now let's look at adding this item into a storage location. Today we are going to use the functions on the store's dashboard, but all of these functions are available from the menu as well. Click the Add Items to Storage Loading Area button. From this screen, we are able to enter or scan the required storage location area, and then scan the code of the item that this is to be stored in this location. We may add as many items as we want to the same location, as we may have several parts of the same item, but all wrapped separately. The system will automatically show that an item has several other components, if this was noted on the production schedule, and if you have not created a separate code for each of these other components of the item. Clicking the Confirm Items Stored to Location button will place the items into storage and then clear the screen ready for any more entries. Clicking Finished will then exit the screen, and we will now go and take a look at how the status of the item in the production schedule has now changed. You can see that the status is now showing in loading area. Also, the storage area is noted in the adjacent column. Now we will create a delivery loading sheet for the item. After entering all the relevant delivery information, we can import any items that have been indicated as ready for dispatch or in loading area. We will remove any unwanted items for this sheet, and you will notice that a duplicate entry has been made for the number of components that the item is made up of. The description of these may be amended if required. Before we go on to complete and print the delivery note, we can print packing loading labels for the items by selecting the required items and clicking the Print Labels for Selected Items button. This will print a label for each item detailing its code and description, and also indicating if it is part of a set of items. We now issue and print the loading sheet, and this may be formed as a PDF or a printed document. This will be used in the next stage of issuing the items from the stored location areas, by scanning a combination of the delivery note number and the item number. If we now go back and look at the item status in the production schedule, we can see that the status has changed to On Delivery Note, and the date and number of the delivery note is shown in the adjacent column. To issue the item from the storage area, click the Issue Items from Storage button, and this will take you to a screen where you can scan or enter the delivery note number from the delivery note, and then scan the items from the delivery note. So, once we have scanned the delivery note number, we scan the required item on the delivery note. This will then reveal a button and scan area to issue the item from storage. To use the scan area, after scanning the item code, you simply scan the QR code on the right-hand side of the delivery note, and this will automatically issue the item. Now let's go and have a look at the status of this item in the production schedule. We can now see that the status is set to dispatched, along with the date and delivery note number. If we now go and locate the delivery note that this item was dispatched on, we will be able to see that the system has automatically indicated that the sheet has been dispatched. As all the items on the delivery note were issued from the storage area, There was no need for the user to indicate separately that the items had been dispatched. If we now go and look at the storage area where this item was held, using the list storage areas dispatch base, we can enter the item in question and then the system will locate the storage area that it is in. As our item has now been issued, the system will tell us this, but will still show the area that it was previously stored in. Here we can see the date and time it was dispatched along with the history of other items that has used this storage area. So that completes the process, but let's look at the situation where we have issued the wrong item from storage and need to add it back. Or it may be that the item was returned from site, as it was not yet needed. Click on the Return Items to Storage Dispatch button. You will then be presented with a screen where you can enter the delivery note number that the item was originally dispatched on. Then scan the item being returned. You will then need to enter the storage location where you want to store the item. This won't necessarily be the same area, as another item may now have been stored there. Then indicate that this item has been returned, either by clicking the Returned Items button, or using the scan area and scanning the QR code on the right-hand side of the delivery note. If we now go back and look at the item in the production schedule, we will see that the item status has changed back to in loading area, along with the relevant storage bay location. Now, if we go and look at the storage area by using the list storage areas dispatch base function and entering the required item code, the system will locate the area where the item is held. We can see the date and time it was returned, and as before, the history of items that have passed through this area. So, thank you for taking the time to look at this short video and hopefully it will have helped you with this area of Contract Controller. If you need more assistance or would like more information, please do get in touch.